So a few years ago, I met Jenn. I took her Pilates class and I absolutely loved it. And at the time, she was working at a law firm. But since then, Jenn is now a full-time Pilates instructor.
Started was teaching group fitness in college. I saw a flyer for audition to be a group fitness instructor, and it had like the picture of this girl, and she was wearing like a wireless mic, kind of like dancing, and I was like, I totally need to do that. So I auditioned and I got accepted my freshman year of college, and that's when I started teaching. And all through college, all through like graduation, entering into like the corporate world, I just taught on the side. Started realizing like, this is clearly what I love to do, this is what I'm good at, and I'm getting so burnt out trying to work before work, all day long, 9 to 5, and then after work. So originally I was working at a law firm, so it came to the point where I just had to kind of make a decision. It was super scary, I was really nervous to do it, but I had the support of everybody around me, and everyone just told me kind of like, go for it, it's your passion, and I quit my job, and I started teaching full-time basically a year ago, and I haven't looked back once. For group classes, I usually teach 1 to 2 group classes a day, and then for private instruction, maybe like 6 or 7 privates a day. I grew up a dancer, so I grew up, you know, through middle school, through high school, 5 days a week in a dance studio, in front of a mirror, which, you know, comes along with a lot of body image issues and whatnot. And I learned that if I don't work out, I'm not gonna look the way that I wanna look. And that has really inspired me to be the teacher that I am. I'm a tough teacher, I push you hard, because that's the only way you're gonna see results. Basically, I took all the things that we used to do in dance class, you know, back when I was in high school, to get ready for, you know, your traditional ballet class. We would do certain exercises to tone and shape our bodies, and they stuck with me all of these years because they really work. Dancers are, you know, they have some of the most incredible bodies, and it's because they're doing exercises that lengthen while strengthening them. So I try to really, you know, incorporate those into the fusion class. So it's not necessarily something that I learned in, you know, Pilates training, but it's something that I've done for so many years of my life that I love, and I think I think it really works. You can't just do Pilates. That's a big secret that, you know, a lot of people ask me is, you know, how many times a week should I do Pilates, and is that all I have to do? But no, you need to eat correctly, you need to have cardio, you need to get in a lot of vigorous exercise and do Pilates as well. I don't like to run, I'm not a runner, I don't understand how people love to run, but I try, so I like to just, you know, hop on a treadmill, do a little bit of cardio. I'm never sitting down, it feels like, because when you teach, you don't sit. So I think that helps keep me in shape because I'm constantly on the go and on my feet. And then, you know, sometimes when you're in the gym, the last thing you want to do is like go work out on your own in that gym. So I try to go take classes around the city as much as I can. And I'm kind of a 2-meal type girl, and I do a lot of snacks. I always try to have like a snack in my bag because I just won't make it through the day, especially since when I'm teaching, I'm, you know, like moving, exercising, standing. So I like to have like almonds in my bag. I love, it sounds funny, but I love kids' Cliff Bars. It's not easy to find balance because your day is centered around helping other people, but I'll be no good to help them if I'm not taking care of myself.
So your class in Boston is a favorite among the city, and the reason is because it's not traditional Pilates. It's a Pilates fusion that you've kind of created. So I think a lot of people watching, you know, a lot of fitness instructors are trying to create kind of their own niche. And so how did you create your own class, and what separates you from a typical Pilates class?
So the reason I created the class was actually because I was teaching here at North End Yoga, and I was teaching just a traditional mat Pilates class, and I was kind of starting to get a little bit bored with it. I love like popular, you know, loud music. And I thought, why not incorporate my dance background? I was also a group fitness instructor for many years. Incorporate like that kind of exercise-based atmosphere in with the traditional mat Pilates. So I asked the girls at the studio if they would kind of like take a risk on me and let me like create this class, and they're so awesome, so they said yes. And I just started teaching. I did like half the class as like, you know, we were doing plies, we were doing squats, we were doing planks, hardcore stuff. You're like sweating within minutes. The music is blasting. And then we would end the class with your traditional mat Pilates series. So you kind of got to do both. You're really working hard. It's not a stretch class. You should be sweating.
And so one of the reasons why we're doing the video today, and I'm introducing you to Jen, is that she's starting a channel here on YouTube, so you definitely need to go and check it out. And now we're just gonna check out some of the moves that Jen does to stay in shape, because when you do have limited time, it's important to do the moves that matter the most.